Right. Francie McDonough, all night you've been, on the last few days, been making videos, call names, right? I'm not going to call you no names, right? I just want to put a few points out to you. 25 years ago, there was 2 men stabbed. One of them was an innocent man who was stabbed. And your father was never stabbed in the back. Your father had a knife in his hand. He was actually let him down at the time first. People went over to sort things out with him. He didn't. I'm one of the men that stabbed him. Generally, in fact, the rest of you upstairs in front of me stabbed him, right? My brother Joe was an innocent man that was stabbed 25 years ago. Minding his own business, done nothing. Christmas Eve night, your family came in with balaclavas and masks over their faces. But we never hid our faces at the time when we stabbed your father. We had them up in charges afterwards, we let them out of charges. We didn't go against them. We're not squealers and we're not rats, right? Now, Francie, I'm not going to call you no names because I made a promise on our lady's house in Turkey. That's the road you're based there, right? People has enough of bad luck besides getting cursed and getting, like, people lighting candles for them, right? But the man above and the woman herself, Jesus and Mary, King and Queen of heaven and earth, they're stuck on everything and they turn things around, Francie. Slowly but surely, themselves. What goes around comes around, right? I learned that a long time ago, right? Francie, there's one question I just want to ask you. There's very little people come to my flat. You were able to say there's a rosary base hanging the door of my flat. Now, Francie, if someone told us something about you and your locations and things like that, we'd be man enough to get up and tell who that person is who's bringing the stories to you. And I do have a rosary base hanging on my door, but I also have a lot of rosary base there from Matchagori, Fana, different places. And I'm not the most holiest man. I have statues from them, right? I'm planning a trip to Lourdes, Francie, right? But Francie, I never wanted to fall out with anyone, right? Never wanted no arguments, right? But Francie, you remember, you're the cause of my sister's death. You remember that. Now, Francie, I'll be in Tullamore on the 18th of May. And in the 18th of May, I'll be at my sister's mass. But Francie, we are going to meet. And we'll do what we have to do. You remember, you have to come in an alleyway.